Kabanata 31, Sorry. His guy assistant came. Ako ang humarap para kunin ang damit niya at hindi naman ito nagtagal dahil iyon lang ang utos. Mommy's brow were shut up as she watched me walk towards my room bringing his clothes. Alam ko agad ang nasa isip ni Mommy, pero hindi niya na iyon isinatinig pa kaya hindi na rin ako nagsalita. Pumasok ako sa kwarto. I am literally thinking about packing clothes but I feel like there's something wrong with me for being too submissive with Jackson's sudden commands. Sa isipan ko, idinahilan ko na lang na malaki ang naging atraso ko sa kanya sa nagdaang taon. Babawi ako sa pamamagitan ng pagbibigay. If I think about it, if he had a relationship with Rowena, I still thought that it was only right to tell him about my pregnancy. That was why I really did. Nung nakunan ako at umalis ng Manila, doon lang naman ako nagtago. Bukod sa hindi ko inasahan iyon, namuuna rin ang galit ko sa mga nangyari sa amin. But along those many years that I have supposedly moved on, and with my son asking for his father, why didn't I try to reconnect with him? I should have been sport and open. Hindi ko na ipinagpatuloy ang pag-iisip noon dahil may palagay akong nakakatakot ang mga susunod na dahilan. The bathroom door opened. Nahagip ko sa gilid ng aking mga mata ang paglabas ni Jax. Damp hair curled on his collar and some water dripped on his chest. Mabilis kong inabala ang sarili ko sa hanger rack sa tabi lang ng kama ko. May mga damit doon dahil hindi na kasya ang lahat sa maliit kong closet. I got your clothes. Umalis na ang assistant mo. I said coolly while literally pretending that I am checking the clothes on the hanger rack. Sa gilid ng mga mata ko, nakita ko nang naghubad siya ng roba. Nanunuyo ang lalamunan ko at parang may invisible force na nagtutulak sa mukha kong bumaling sa banda niya. But of course, I won't shame myself that way. I remained busy with my clothes on the hanger rack. Actually, I think Jack and I can compromise. Instead of moving out of here, pwede ka namang bumisita rito. My last attempt to be non-submissive. Did you talk to him about that? He fired. Fine. He's right. Siya na. Suminghap ako at bigong nagpatuloy. How many bedrooms are there in your condo unit? Sa gilid ng mga mata ko, nakita ko nang nakapagbihis na siya kaya safe nang bumaling. My greedy eyes shamelessly went for his body. Ang unang 3 botones sa kanyang puting long sleeve ay hindi pa nabubotones at ang kanyang kwelyo hindi pa maayos. Ang kanyang sinturon hindi pa nasasarado. His jet black thick hair was disheveled in a seriously hot way. His hooded eyes was staring at me darkly, and then I noticed a clean jaw. He shaved. I swallowed so hard and obviously. Kasi we have to bring Atenelia for Jack. Right now, he might settle for sleeping with us, but he likes sleeping alone in his room, so we might need a room for him too. Medyo tuliro ako dahil gusto kong idugtong na ako rin. Gusto ko ng sariling kwarto pero syempre, negotiable din yan dahil pwede naman akong matulog katabi si Jack or kahit si Atenelia. Hindi ako makapaniwalang nag-uusap kami ng ganito ngayon. I imagine him so angry that he'd shout at me for everything once we're out of my son's sight, but here we are, talking about petty things like this. 7 bedrooms, he said. Napakurap-kurap ako sa sagot niya at muling nagtagal sa panga ang mga mata. I can't decide which one is better looking, Jax. The one with the stubble or without. Actually, pareho lang pero gusto kong isiping may lamang sa dalawa. Hindi nga lang ako makapagdesisyon kung alin. Heck, I stared too long at him that his brow shot up in an unanswered question. Muntik na akong masamid nang wala sa sarili kong sinabi ang nasa isipan. You used my shaver. You shaved your stubble. Hirap na hirap kong sinabi. He sneered. Uminit agad ang pisngi ko nang nagtagal pa ang ganoong titig niya habang inaayos ang sinturon pagkatapos ang kwelyo. Why? Do you like me better with it? Palihim na akong nasamid ngayon. Tinikhim ko na lang iyon at hindi na nakapagsalita pa. He rolled the ends of his long sleeve until his forearms. Nanatili ang mapanuyang titig niya bago siya naglakad patungo sa pintuan. Don't worry, It will grow back days from now. With a mocking gleam in his eyes, he gazed at me arrogantly, waiting for a reaction. Wala akong masabi. Grabe. Bumagsak ang mga mata niya sa mga damit sa hanger rack. He licked his lower lip and said, "Puntahan ko lang ang anak natin. Continue packing your clothes," he said and turned to leave the room. Parang lumisan ang kaluluwa ko pagkaalis niya. Medyo nahiya ako sa sariling reaksyon at ilang sandali pang natulala roon. I can't be serious in packing my clothes, right? Talaga ba nga alis kami ni Jack? They just met. Maybe my son is just too excited, but he wouldn't do that in the end. Hindi ko na alam, pero ihahanda ko pa rin ang sarili ko. Ayokong magulat na lang na kailangan na pala naming umalis. Bukod pa sa maraming iniisip ko, marami ring text sa cellphone ko. I checked it a while ago when I thought of my compiled videos of the younger Jack. I need to somehow show it to Jax so he'd see him in his younger years, pero hindi ko pa alam paano ko isisingit iyon. Harper and Philly texted. They were looking for me the whole time last night at tumigil lang nang kumpirmahin ng pinsan kong umalis nga ako kasama si Jackson. Snow texted last night too. Snow: "Where are you? Harper and Philly were worried. I told them you went out with Jackson cause Red's men said so. Mabuti pa, sumakay ka na lang kay Jax. I think you've drunk too much to drive." And these people didn't know what really happened last night. Mahirap i-explain kina Snow kaya inuna ko ang dalawang kaibigan na may alam na. Ako: "Sorry, last night I had a row with Jackson and got so pissed when I went home without saying goodbye. Babawi ako. Pasensya na, hindi nga lang ngayon kasi something came up. He already knows about Jack, so..." Wala pa nagre-reply. Sabagay, if they were drunk last night, I don't think they'd reply this time yet. Lumabas ako sa kwarto ko. Naririnig ko na rin si Nikolai na medyo maingay sa may dining area and Jack's voice calling Mama. I sighed and went there only to see that Jack is already awake and sitting there for breakfast. Naupo ang anak ko sa kabisera at si Jax naman sa tabi niya. Nikolai is in front of Jackson while Mommy is sipping her coffee while watching Jackson closely with judgy eyes. "Oh, there's your mama," si Nikolai nang nakita ako. Nilingon ako ni Jax. He looks serious and I have a feeling that he's only really putting up with the arrangement because of Jack. Lalo na dahil bukod kay Mommy, napakarami ring kasinungalingang sinabi si Nikolai sa kasagsagan noon. He would purposely not answer the questions about us to stir rumors of its possibility of truth. Sometimes with his media friends, he would mix it up and call Jack his son to purposely give them a hint. Matagal ko nang pinatawad si Nikolai sa lahat ng iyon, pero iniisip ko kung nakarating ba kay Jackson ang mga balitang ganoon. "Mama, good morning," Jack said merrily. "Good morning," I said and kissed his forehead before going to the seat beside Jax in front of Mom. Nang nasa likod ako ni Jax dumaan, I gave Nikolai a warning look. He seemed so comfortable with Jax and I don't think he should be, given the history. Jackson seemed to notice Nikolai's gaze at me that he turned to see what I was doing. Naupo ako at iniwas na lang ang tingin sa kanila. Tensyonado ang hapag at si Jack lang ang dahilan kung bakit tahimik at payapa pa rin dito. "Mama, pumayag ka na pupunta tayo kay Papa?" Great, the topic. "Of course, Jack." "Yes, I want to, but Dada and Lola won't go with us." "Jack, this is our house. You know, you can just let your papa visit here." "We'll certainly allow that." Si Mami. Bumaling si Jackson sa kanya. Konting-konti na lang ang naiiwan sa pasensya ni Jackson at kinakalabit pa ni Mami. Mami gave him a nonchalant look before sipping on her coffee. "Lola, Dada will soon leave for Germany and you'll be alone here with the two ates and the cook. You'll be lonely. Come with us." "No, nope." Si Mami na umiiling. "I can live alone." "Mama," pangihingi ng tulong ni Jack sa akin. "Ma'am, sige na, hindi mo ba siya mamimiss?" "I will miss my grandson so much, every day, but it's not as if I can't visit him. I'll just visit you, iho. I'll bring you toys and books, whatever you want. Seryosong tumitig si Jack kay Mommy. He looked at her as if he's trying to figure a way to trap Mommy in his little hands. But isn't it a bit too fast? Parinig ni Mommy. You just met your father, Jack. Why don't you give it more time before deciding on living with him? Jackson's jaw clenched. Nagkatinginan sila ni Mommy. It's not fast for me, given that we were deprived of so many years apart. If I had known better, hindi ko na sana pinatagal ng ganoon. Jackson fired subtly. Tumuwid sa pagkakaupo si Mommy dahil alam na alam niyang may kinalaman siya sa lahat na nangyari. Napainom din ng tubig si Nikolai and he just couldn't shut up. I know I was at fault too. Si Nikolai sabay tingin kay Jack. Nag-iingat na ayusin ang mga sinasabi para hindi mapansin ng bata ang pinag-uusapan. I wasn't very specific with people who asked me about things. I regret that now, but that time, I thought I was offering protection. Protection from who? Jackson said calmly, but I know he's trying to be. Mommy cleared her throat. Protection from a powerful family who obviously tried to use their power to... Sa boses ni Mommy, alam kong hindi maganda ang mga susunod na sasabihin niya. Unlike Nikolai, she likes flaunting her flaws even in front of Jack that I had to stop her from there. That's enough. Lahat tayo may kasalanan sa nangyari, in one way or another. We can't do anything about the past, so let's just focus on what we have in the present for the future. I'm sorry, Jack. Mama, Lola, and Dada are just thinking about your decision. Marahan kong sinabi. Tumango si Jack. He remained serious and then he turned to his father to smile genuinely. We think you deserve to be with your papa after the years of waiting. Don't worry about Dada and Lola. You know they'll have fun in this big penthouse and will just visit you regularly so you won't miss them. Am I right, Mommy, Nikolai? Sa huling tanong, medyo naging mababa at pirmi ang boses ko. Of course, Jack. I will for sure. Isasama ko pa ang Tito Klaus mo so you'd have playmates again. Really, Dada? Jack smiled wider. Yes, iho. Ako rin. Baka mapadala sa roon para sa'yo. Bawi ni Mommy. Bumuntong hininga ako. We can visit her too if you want, Jack. If you miss them. Marahang sinabi ni Jackson. Jack's smile grew wider. I will miss them. I want Lola and Dada to come with us, but I know Lola wants to stay here with her bags, shoes, and jewels, and Dada is busy and he will go to Germany to visit Dada. Kami lang ni Mommy ang gustong sumama kay Papa. Napainom ako ng tubig doon. Talaga? Gusto ko rin sumama? It's only me and Mama who wants to live with Papa, so I understand. I just hope Lola and Dada will visit always because I will miss them so much. Nakatitig na ngayon si Mommy sa akin. Bahagya akong inaakusahan na gusto ko ngang tumira kasama si Jackson. Jack is just creating a happy bubble in his world and I am not about to break that just to prove a point. Hindi na rin umapila si Mommy pero sa akin niya naman ibinubuntong ang mga maririing pukol. When are you leaving? Seryosong tanong ni Mommy sabay tingin kay Jackson. I guess I have no say on this. Akala ko si Jackson ang sasagot pero nakita kong bumaling siya kay Jack. I have no problem. I'll let Jack decide about that. Tumuwid sa pagkakaupo si Jack habang tinititigan ang ama. He smiled again and Jack carefully caressed Jack's hair in indulgence. If he's not ready, I can stay here for a while. He said it like he's giving Jack some time. No, I am ready, Papa. Medyong mayabang na sinabi ng anak ko. Sinapo ni Mommy ang kanyang noo, halatang disappointed sa sagot ng apo. Nikolai sighed heavily too. I will pack after breakfast, giit niya. Are you sure? We can wait until I finish designing a special room for you, Jackson said in a playful tone. Namilog ang mga mata ng anak at mukhang mas lalo pang naengganyong sumama sa papa. I can sleep on your couch while the room is not yet ready. Pumikit ako ng mariin at problemado nang inisip. Tanggap ko naman na sasama nga kami kay Jackson Pero hindi ko inisip na ganito kasabik ang anak ko na kahit binibigyan na siya ng pagkakataong patagalin to, hindi niya pa rin pinapalampas. Jackson chuckled sexily. I saw Nikolai's brow twitch with an adulterated desire. I tried to reach for his knee below the table to kick him, but Mommy did it for me. He said a soft ouch. I won't allow that. I have other rooms for you to sleep in while the room for you is still under renovation. No way I'll let you sleep on the couch. Busy ang mag-ama kaya ang random na ouch ni Nikolai ay hindi na napansin ng dalawa. When Jackson noticed our weird business, umayos si Mommy at Nikolai. Nag-iwas na lang ako ng tingin sa kanila. Well, I'll pack light clothes for you, Iho, in case you want to come back here or take a quick vacation here, away from your parents. Ayos na siguro ang isang bag ng damit? Mabilis na bawi ni Mami. Okay, Lola. Labag man sa kalooban ang nangyayari, nagawa pa rin naming mag-ayos para sa anak. Inubos namin ang mga sumunod na oras sa pag-aayos ng gamit. Mami and Nikolai started packing Jack bags. Ako naman sa akin. Hindi ko naman dadalhin ang lahat. Just the basics and some formal attires just in case. Paminsan-minsan akong tumitigil para isipin na totoong mangyayari ito. Sumagi rin sa isipan ko ang tungkol sa pagbabalita ni Jackson sa kanyang pamilya. He has a big family plus there's Tito Achilles. I wonder how or when will he tell them? I have a feeling that it will be very soon. In fact, I have a feeling about later. Nilabas ko ang isang malaking luggage galing sa kwarto. Jackson's eyes drifted on me while he was busy talking to Jack on the living room. Jack was leaning on him very interested as he talks. Parehong mga mata ang bumaling sa akin pagkatapos ng ilang saglit. A house help offered to move my luggage in the front door. I nodded and then saw Jack whispered something to my son. Tumayo si Jack at tiningala na rin ang ama niyang tumayo at lumapit sa akin. My son looked in awe of everything his father does. I sensed it when his eyes drifted again on the way he walked and the way he stands up. May palagay talaga akong kokopyahin niya ang lahat ng iyan, as if he isn't a spitting image of him already. Did you talk to Snow about what happened last night? He asked. Umiling ako. Hindi pa. He sighed. I plan to tell them eventually. Gusto ko sanang maging komportable muna si Jack sa kondo ko, pero alam ko rin na mabilis kakalat ang balita. So I formally told my father about it and told him I'll schedule a visit once you're both settled and comfortable, but he and my brother insisted to come later tonight. Napatitig ako kay Jackson. Iyon ang naiisip ko kanina. It makes sense why Tito Achilles won't let this pass. Sino ba naman kasi ang palalagpasin ito? You are living a pretty normal life and suddenly, it slapped you with a truth that you have a grandson who's already 6 years old without you knowing. Ayos lang siguro iyon, sabi ko. I understand, Tito Achilles. Si Kuya, Snow, Archer at Papa lang naman ang pupunta. My other cousins, I have yet to tell them. I'll ask them to wait because I'm sure this is overwhelming for our son. Sumang-ayon ako sa sinabi niya. I'm even surprised that he allowed this. I am expecting him to keep it a secret while he enjoys the company of my son, alone, for the meantime. Pero kung maririnig nga naman ni Tito Achilles ang tungkol sa pagtira ko sa kondo niya, he'll go suspicious and it will only complicate. In the afternoon, when everything was settled, we decided to leave Nikolai's unit. Hindi pa ako makapaniwala. Jack was saying goodbye to the house helps but he was positive he will be seeing them again soon. Ako naman, parang wala lang. Hindi pa naniniwala na hindi pa nag-iisang araw, mabilis na nagbago na ang mundo ko. Mami and Nikolai will be with us to send us off, though I'm sure it wasn't her only reason. I heard him utter curious statements to Nikolai before we decided to leave the basement. 980 square meters. Kahit pagsamahin ng dalawang palapag ng kondo mo, mas malaki pa rin iyong kanya. For a single-floor penthouse, that's big. Si Mami na biglang tatahimik kapag nariyan si Jackson, hindi pinapahalata ang kuryosidad. Sa Jaguar ako ni Jack sumakay. Jack was with Ate Nelia behind us and our things are with Nikolai and Mommy's Benz. Hindi na ako nagtanong tungkol sa sasakyan ko dahil nasa tamang parking lot naman ito kinaumagahan. Hindi kalayuan ng kondo ni Jackson sa amin at noong nakita ko kung saan iyon, natanto ko ang karatig tore nito ay sa mga Riego ngang talaga. I won't be shocked that all of the skyscrapers in this place and all the developments are from the Riegos. Ganun pa man, nasisiguro ko ring pinaghirapan niyang makamtan ito. I have a feeling that his pride won't allow him to just accept anything without his efforts. Tahimik ako buong biyahe at kahit nang nakarating, lalo pa nang maiilang naghihintay sa amin sa basement. Tumulong sa pagkuha ng gamit pagkatapos ipakilala isa-isa ni Jackson. One of them is his assistant, another one, an older woman who looked friendly, is, I think, a house help. I even heard Jackson asking her if Tito Aras asked why he needed her here. So, ibig bang sabihin noon mag-isa siya sa kondo niya bago ito? Ganoon nga siguro. After all, he knows household chores. It's not shocking that he'll decide to live a bachelor life alone. Pero sa malaking penthouse, maybe at some point he kept a woman with him, ha? Nagkataon lang na wala ngayon. Napansin ko ang titig niya sa akin. Nag-iwas ako, medyo guilty sa maraming kababalaghang iniisip. He's got a private elevator landing. The wooden floor greeted us and I realized everything looks sleek and clean. Binalingan ko si Mami nang nakita ang medyo marangya at malawak nitong entrance gallery at living room. Moderno ang disenyo ng lahat ng muebles at ang mga kulay na meron, simple at elegante. Halata rin na bachelor ang tumitira lalo na sa living room. The accent wall is dark gray, including the racks, tables, lamps, and other things. The couch, however, is beige, and it complemented so well with the flooring and lighting. Contemporary art is very present on the walls that are lit well with modern lighting. This is a nice design. Hindi na napigilan ni Nikolai na magsalita. Mommy was busy judging some doors. She looked curious but she didn't say a word so it won't be obvious. Papa, your condo is so big. What's in here? Jack was busy exploring while his father tailed him. That's the library. I will soon buy books for you. What do you want to read? I'll list it down. Mama buys me books but sometimes it's too childish. What? Nagkatinginan kami ni Jackson. I couldn't keep a straight face, lalo na dahil kitang-kita ko ang mayabang at papanuya niyang baling sa akin. Sumunod kami sa kanila dahil umiikot si Jack. He pointed at a door and Jax explained that it will be Ate Nelia's bedroom. There were another 3 smaller rooms with bathrooms. May isa pa ulit na itinuro si Jack. Mommy was busy checking out Ate Nelia's bedroom when I heard Jackson. This can be your temporary bedroom while I'll design it. O kung gusto mo, you can sleep in our room. Si Jackson. Oh, come on. I'm not a kid anymore. Maybe sometimes, if I want to. Mayabang na sinabi ng anak ko. I have a feeling that he actually wants to sleep with Jackson again, but he's just trying to put on a big boy facade like always. Halatang pinagyayabang sa papa na kaya niya na ang sarili niya. I don't think Jax is happy about it too. But he indulged him. Wow, a family room! Jax said in awe and after a while, they moved on to another. This is your room. Si Jackson naman ngayon. Siniko ako ni Mami nang napadpad na sa temporary room ni Jack. Nilingon ko siya. Not bad, she said before leering at me like I'm such a big sinner. Sinimangutan ko siya at nagpatuloy sa pagsunod sa mag-ama. They are inside Jack's supposed room. Hindi na ako pumasok at hinayaan muna silang mag-moment habang si Nikolai at Mami abala sa pagchichismisan tungkol sa painting na nakita nila sa dingding. So, this is Mama and Papa's room? Narinig ko ang sinabi ni Jack nang lumabas na sila at lumapit sa isang mas malaking kwarto. Tumawa si Jackson at pumasok na sa loob ng kwartong iyon. Mami smirked at me like she's smelling something really bad, literally. I will ask if I can be in another room. Marami naman dito. Quit explaining like I'm asking you questions when I didn't. Diretsahang sinabi ni Mami. Because you look so judgmental, Mami. Iritado kong sinabi. Nauna na tuloy siya sa akin at sumungaw ang ulo niya sa loob ng master's bedroom. I saw her lips give an inverted smile for an unsaid, "Not bad," comment. Then she pointed inside for me and Nikolai. There are 2 walk-in closets and 2 bathrooms inside. Her lips remained on her inverted smile curve. Umilag si Mami at dumiretsyong titig sa isang painting nang lumabas si Jack at Jackson sa master's bedroom. Jackson then explained that the other door next to the master's bed is his office. Beyond it is the kitchen and on another corner, the large dining area facing the many skyscrapers. Ang hilera ng sala, dining area at isang powder room ay parehong nakaharap sa isang continuous balcony. We stopped when we saw the dining area ready with all the food and drinks for many people. Alam ko kung para saan iyon bukod sa dinner namin. Tama nga ako dahil ilang sandali lang, the buzz rang and the door in the entrance gallery opened. Iniluwa roon si Tito Achilles, Snow, si Bal at ang kanilang anak na lalaki. Tito Achilles' eyes were daggers when it met Mommy's casual and calm demeanor. Hindi ko na kailangang isipin pa kung bakit ganoon na lang ang titig ni Tito. Nasisiguro kong sa kwento ni Jackson, even without dragging my mom's name, he concluded immediately that it was all my mom's idea to keep Jack a secret. Snow's small almond eyes widened when she saw Jack. Umatras si Mami at Nikolai at narinig ko ang marahang reklamo ni Mami tungkol sa pagiging walang alam niya sa nangyayaring ito. Tito Achilles only stopped his angry eyes when he saw who was in front of us all. "Good evening, Tito Achilles," sabi ko nang natantong responsibilidad ko ito. Hinawakan ko si Jack sa magkabilang balikat. My son then looked at Tito Achilles with curious eyes. Snow was almost kneeling in front of him when she realized it. "Pasensya na sa biglaang pagsasabi nito. Jack," marahan kong tawag sa anak. Jackson squatted in front of my son. He smiled at him and didn't say a word for a little while. Kitang-kita ko naman ang pagkakamangha at pagkakabitin din ng sasabihin ni Tito Achilles nang nakita si Jack. "Jack, remember when I told you?" Si Jackson. Tumango si Jack. Seryoso na ngayon na nakatitig sa kay Tito Achilles. "This is your Lolo Achilles, my father. Beside him is my brother, your Tito Sibal, and then his wife, Tita Snow." Snow pushed her son towards Jackson. Napatitig din ako sa bata. It was a year younger version of Jack, only with a different hairstyle. "This is your cousin, Archer." Jackson was right when he said that it's all overwhelming for my son. Tahimik na nakatitig si Jack kay Tito Achilles nang lumuhod ito sa kanyang harapan at yumakap sa kanya. With wet eyes and a smile, Tito Achilles embraced Jack repeatedly. "Lolo," Jack muttered. Tito Achilles smiled more. The quick glorious moments faded in my eyes after a while though, when I noticed Snow. Napanood ko si Snow na lumapit kay Mami gamit ang galit na mga mata. She knew what my mom did and she's clearly blaming her for it. She said something I didn't get and Mami responded with a notable sarcastic glare. Kung hindi lang siya hinawakan ni Sibal at binilungan ng kung ano, baka umiyak na sa galit si Snow sa harap ni Mami. Ilang sandaling tahimik at ganoon ang nangyari. Tito Achilles obviously wanted to talk about it but understood that we shouldn't, at least not in front of the kids. I greeted Archer, who looks exactly like his father but with a lighter complexion, and I noticed how even when Sibal and Snow were hugging Jack, my son is curiously watching his cousin with a glint of hope for a mature playmate. Hindi ko alam kung paano ko naatim ang pangyayari. Tito Achilles was obviously having a bad blood for Mami and Nikolai. Kahit pa anong gawing palakaibigang ngiti at maayos na pananalita ni Nikolai, hindi nagbago ang titig ni Tito Achilles sa kanya. Kaya naman hindi ako makapaniwalang na kaya naming lahat na tahimik na kumain sa hapag. Maybe it's because Sibal was a bit lighter than anyone in the room. Nasabayan niya ang mga kwento ni Nikolai kaya tumatahimik si Snow at kumakalma si Tito Achilles. Jackson was busy with Jack while we are eating and I'm busy observing everyone in the table. Mommy, however, only looked at her plate because Nikolai is talking nonchalantly and Snow, in front of her, wants to murder her. Tensyonado talaga, kaya naging attentive ang lahat nang niyaya ni Sibal si Jack at Archer sa family room para manood umano ng kung anong sci-fi cartoon. It was as if everyone looked forward to the removal of the kids on the crowd so fire can be unleashed. Alam iyon ni Mommy. Someone as strategic as Maria Emilia knew what was coming, so she started to ask Nikolai. "Are you done? We should go now too. It's getting late," she said nang paalis na si Jack, Archer at Sibal. Iyon nga lang, hindi siya nagtagumpay. Bago pa siya tumayo, umulan na ng mga tanong. And I'm ready for her too. "Paano nangyari ito, Tita Marem? Wala akong narinig sa'yo noong wala kayo, kundi ang kwento mo tungkol sa masayang pamumuhay ni Amber kasama ang lalaking iyan." Snow spitted the last words as she looked at Nikolai. Muntik nang masamid si Nikolai. I can sense him talking back, but Mommy interrupted him with a collected and friendlier facade. "Ah, I know. I was already sorry. You see, Snow, Amber already forgave me for it. You see? Amber, I already heard what really happened on that day on Castellana from Jack's explanation over the phone, but I want to hear it from you." Si Tito Achilles. "Totoo ba ang lahat ng iyon?" I sighed and nodded. Ngayon, si Snow naman ang bumaling kay Jackson. "What happened? Totoo bang nakunan, Jax? O gawa-gawa lang ni Tita?" Tumawa si Mommy. "Nakunan ako. Hindi namin alam, maging ng doktor, na twins ang meron ako. Jack twin was gone but he remained. Sa Manila ko na nalaman na ganoon nga at palabas na kami ng bansa. I then purposely didn't tell anyone. I can sense that they all believe me, but if it's my mom talking, they won't. All this time, I thought you got married and had a son privately. Then later, I realized that Tita here wrote the scheme to let everyone know lies," si Snow. "Pero hindi ko kailanman naisip na si Jack ay anak ni Jax. God, I didn't even know his name because Tita Marem refused to say so. I heard rumors, but you lied to me and denied it." Tumawa si Mommy. "Rant all you want, Snow, but I'm just protecting my daughter. Who would have thought that Jackson will immediately accept Jack as his son? Jack is a spitting image of me and my son. Only a fool won't believe it." Si Tito Achilles na ngayon namumula ang mga mata sa frustration at galit. Nag-iwas ng tingin si Mommy at marahang nilapag ang table napkin. She then looked at Jackson and me. Kalmadong-kalmado siya kahit si Snow at Tito Achilles ay parehong galit sa harapan namin. "Well then, I'm sorry again, Jackson, Amber, Iha, Snow." She shrugged. "Achilles, apparently my good intentions that time weren't good enough for your better judgment. Huwag nang isali si Nikolai rito dahil ako naman talaga ang punot dulo." "May kasalanan din ako," I said matter-of-factly, though I know they will all still only blame my mom. "Save your explanations, Amber. We all know I did most of it all, so I'm sorry again." "You robbed my son years with his child and all you do is spit your half-hearted sorries, Maria Emilia?" Si Tito Achilles. "Papa," may banta sa tinig ni Jackson. Nagkatinginan ang mag-ama. Tito Achilles looked so shocked. Mommy then rolled her eyes. "What good will it bring us to talk about what's done? Really, ewan ko." Tumayo siya at nilingon si Nikolai. Tumayo na rin si Nikolai, slightly guiding my mom's elbow when they removed themselves on the dining table. Tumayo ako. Ganoon din si Jackson. "And where are you going?" Tito Achilles demanded, nakatitig kay Mommy. "To bid goodbye to my grandsons and remove myself from this party. Because obviously, you only want to cast stones at me until I bleed and you're satisfied, despite my apologies and the lack of chance to turn back time and correct whatever I did," she said coolly and then walked out. "Excuse me, I'm sorry for everything. I hope we'll meet again in more favorable circumstances." Formal na pagpapaalam ni Nikolai at sumunod kay Mommy. I excused myself too at sumunod na kay Mommy para makausap siya kahit paano. May kasalanan siya, may kasalanan din kami ni Nikolai and for sure, Jackson knows his share of mistakes for this too. Pero bali-baliktarin ko man ang buong sitwasyon, wala na talagang magagawa pa. However, Tito Achilles and Snow's reaction are normal. We can't expect them to immediately accept the apology.